This is the periodic table you'll see in Quizlet, on a lecture quiz, midterm, or final. It's also in today's lecture worksheets. There are no chemical names, but all the important information. So the chemical symbols are there. There are all the atomic numbers, those are the whole number values, and the atomic masses, those are the decimal number values. And those are, so every element has the symbol, the atomic number, and the atomic mass. At the top of each column is the family number, so that's 1A, 2A, 3A, and so on. And you also have the stair-step line. So you have to the left and bottom of the stair-step line are metals, and to the right and top of stair-step line are the non-metals. And so the worksheet we'll work on during lecture time, the periodic table match. So you also have this periodic table in the lecture worksheets for today, and this has a lot more information. So not just the element symbols and their atomic numbers and masses, but also the element names. There are a couple versions of the family numbers above with the Roman number and the standard number, like 1A or Roman number 1A. And also the two rows below are the rare earth metals, the lanthanides and the actinides.
So the periodic table has not always looked like this. It has evolved through the years, and it started off with um, basically trying to organize a lot of elements, silver and gold and copper, all those precious metals, which were rare and had monetary value. But as scientists started discovering more elements and understanding the nature of these elements, they wanted to organize them. So it was Mendeleev in 1871 who suggested organizing the table by families that have similar chemical and physical properties. And he found that this repeated in the periodic table, and it's called periodic properties. So those are periods, and the properties repeat in a period along the row. So it's organized, and the shape of the periodic table is this way in order to have those specific elements in this column and these specific elements in this column. This is organized as families in vertical columns. It's also organized by increasing atomic number, you saw. And so one thing Mendeleev did is he predicted that an unknown element would fit right in here based on its properties, and he predicted some properties of gallium and germanium based on the fact that elements in the same vertical column have the same chemical and physical properties. So we looked at that gallium spoon in the earlier video that's like aluminum, and he predicted that it would have similar chemical and similar physical properties. So it's organized another level. A third level is metals on the left and nonmetals to the right of that stair-step line. So I really love the periodic table. You guys saw my opening video with the shower curtain. I have lots of periodic tables. This is the one in my wallet. I keep one in my wallet because you never know. But we have it in different art forms, and so I have seen through the years how the periodic table has changed. This is how it looked back in 1986 when I was, well, let's just say the first time I really looked at the periodic table. So there were not 118 elements on there. That just means that they had not been proven yet. They've been in existence since the origin of the universe, all the elements. And so there might even be more out there that just haven't been proven to exist yet. So you can see that this doesn't go up to 118, it goes up to 112. And there's one big difference I noticed when looking at this current periodic table, and that was with this element number 105. It's called honium, but if you look at your periodic table, go ahead and look at it, it's not element number 105 honium anymore. Element number 105 is dubnium. It's one of the rare cases where an element that was named after a German scientist, Hahn, for his studies on splitting the atom, The element was named after him, and it's one of the highest honors in chemistry to have an element named after you. It was discovered that he didn't do any of the work in splitting the atom, that it was a woman in his lab who had done all the work. And this was discovered many decades after her death, and that woman was named Lise Meitner. So what happened was is element number 105 was taken away from him. It's now element number 105 is dubnium, and element number 109 was named after Lise Meitner, who did the work. So element number 109 is meitnerium. So one thing about the periodic table is every one of these elements has an interesting story, and I decided to put in an extra credit for this week, just a point, but it's kind of an infographic where you're going to add one element, tell us one thing about that element, and find a graphic about it. So you'll see those instructions in today's lecture for extra credit.
So presenting the elements, choose one element and tell us something about it.